I just got to work. Just hung up with my girl, calling her almost every morning. My journeyman ain't here yet, so we'll see if he gets here. But hopefully I can work on those today. I'll let y'all know how that goes. I'm on lunch right now. My aunt just texted me. I think I'm gonna go help her move some lights and stuff in her house. Do some electrical work after the job. So I'm not very excited about, but she's got to get it done by Monday, and I want to go see Deja in Bloomington this weekend. So if I'm not able to do that this week, she's gonna have to hire somebody, and that costs her a lot of money. So I'm doing that tonight. I'm still gonna read the Bible with my girl, and I'm gonna also pray or listen to like an audio Bible on the drive there. But yeah, it might suck. It's probably gonna suck, but it'll be okay. So I'm not going to my aunt's anymore. Scheduling was not working out. Okay, ignore that too. Oh my goodness. But I'm about to read this Bible. Okay. And I'll let you know what I get out of that. All right. Here's what I learned from a book of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and a Song of Songs. Okay. Here we go. So let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance. So there's so many things that we might not realize that is like just could increase our knowledge throughout every day we have. And if we don't pay attention to those things, we might miss out on them. And if you don't truly want to be reading God's word, you're just doing it for like a task, then we might also be missing out on the knowledge that he's trying to bless us with there. So just pay attention to whatever you're doing and try to gain wisdom from every situation. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fear of the Lord also means to respect, obey, and worship only God. But yeah, there's other Bible verses that talk about people who examine the earth, like scientists of the older times. Like how are they so smart as to where they could study the earth but just not find its creator, that's an interesting thing that they go over. But yes, if you fear the Lord, that is the start of wisdom. You don't have wisdom without God. It's impossible. Also, submission to the Lord is key to the attainment of real understanding. Okay. If sinners entice you, do not consent. So this is also a peer pressure thing. That's one of the more common situations. We see this nowadays. Hey man, you want this weed? No, dude. Do not walk down the road to hell with them, or the road of sin with them. If someone is trying to make you turn further away from God, the answer is always no. Okay, as hard as it might be to say that, you have to say no. You can't walk with them, okay? As Proverbs 15, chapter 1, verse 15 says, "My son, do not walk in the way with them. Hold back your foot from their path." Yes, do not walk with them. And those men that Proverbs is talking about, who are trying to get you to sin with them, lie in wait for their own blood, which means they set a trap for you, but in the end, it's for them because they're sinning, And if you were to sin with them, they're also causing you to sin, which is bad for them as well. Also, such are the ways of everyone who is greedy for unjust gain. It takes away the life of its possessors. Money's cool, but harming others who are made in God's image like yourself is not. It's terrible. You should never put God's creation or your neighbor, which is the same thing, over You should never put money over them. Okay, that's terrible. Wisdom cries aloud in the street. In the market, she raises her voice. At the head of noisy streets, she cries out. At the entrance of city gates, she speaks. So this made it interesting. It was interesting to me how wisdom makes herself apparent to everyone. You just have to listen and ask God for understanding. He'll give it to you. If you turn at my reproof, I will pour my spirit to you. I will make my words known. If you turn at my reproof, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words known to you. Behold, I will do that. Yes. Just like I was just saying, God will help you with wisdom as long as you seek it. And then these verses 23 to 33, if I summed up basically, if you do not listen to God and his reproof, you will eat these fruits. So basically, if you don't listen to God, don't want any wisdom, walking in the way of sin, in the way of folly, then you will have that to deal with as the result of your life, which is terrible. Also, a person's actions both reveal the state of heart and also help shape a person's character. But if you refuse to listen to wisdom's correction, walk in a way that it'll ultimately produce calamity, terror, and destruction for your life. That's a footnote right there. That's really good. Your actions reveal the state of your heart. That's amazing. Yes. So that's interesting, right? Okay, now we are on to Ecclesiastes. The vanity of vanities is the thing here. Everything's vanity. All things are weariness. A man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. This is why you need your joy in the Lord, because the flesh is never satisfied. The eye and the flesh always wants more. So this is why you have to have your joy in the Lord, or else you will never be satisfied in this life. And so it's just important to realize that the reason that we're on this earth is for God. So we need to serve him, and we need to follow his will and his law. Okay? We just need to live a life according to what his will is for us. Because nothing else in this world matters. That's one of my main takeaways from this book of Ecclesiastes, man. Also, for in much wisdom is much vexation, and he who increases knowledge increases sorrow. So basically it's saying, even if you're all smart and stuff, you just know more, and you know more bad things, you know. Then I read the Song of Solomon, and it's basically it's a beautiful, beautiful thing about love. So I do encourage you to read it. And you can learn how to love your spouse in a great way. And the first chapter is basically just talking about how much they love each other, the two main characters that are together. And yeah, they're just, I sent one of the verses to my girlfriend. Hopefully she likes it. Basically saying how they're beautiful. Yeah, I sent chapter 1 verse 15 to my Deja. Okay. Behold, you are beautiful, my love. Behold, you are beautiful. Your eyes are like doves. So yeah, that's interesting, man. A great way to learn how to love. And then tomorrow I'll still probably read Exodus with my girl. Okay. And then tomorrow, my woman bought me this study Bible, right? English Standard Version doesn't have a few of the books of wisdom that the Catholic Bible does. And I grew up Catholic, so I have a Catholic Bible. It's the first one I got. So it's just called the Book of Wisdom. And then the Wisdom of Ben Sira, or Sirach, or whatever. There's like 3 different names for that one. And then, so I'll have those 2 tomorrow in the other Bible. And then maybe another chapter of another one. But so my takeaways, man, hopefully you guys can learn something from that, okay? I also, man, if I ever move out this house, which I like this house, it's awesome. My parents have leftovers. They cooking food. I don't gotta pay for groceries, rent, nothing. Like, low-key, I've been fiending for a project car. No reason. I think my plan is to buy one off a Facebook Marketplace that's cheap, restore it a little bit, and then modify it. But I don't know. That's got nothing to do with anything. See y'all then.